stealing our jobs! What do we want? Jobs! When do we want them now?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Artificial intelligence. It's the buzzword on everyone's lips, and for good reason. From self-driving cars to personalized healthcare, AI is already transforming our world in ways we once only dreamed of. It promises a future of incredible efficiency, creativity, and progress. But is it all sunshine and rainbows? Every time we hear about an amazing AI breakthrough, there's often a whisper of concern right behind it. Questions about job displacement, privacy, and even the very nature of human decision-making are becoming louder and more urgent. Is this technological revolution a double-edged sword? Is AI a powerful tool we can control, or are we unleashing something with consequences we can't yet predict? In this video, we're diving deep into the bright and dark sides of artificial intelligence, exploring its incredible potential and the ethical dilemmas we must face. Let's get into it. Have you ever wondered if that friendly voice assistant on your phone is truly a friend? Or if the AI recommending your next favorite movie is also deciding who gets a job interview? It's 2026, and artificial intelligence is no longer just sci-fi. It's in our homes, our cars, and even our healthcare. AI is a total game changer, promising a future of incredible innovation and efficiency. But what about the other side of the coin? We're talking about the hidden risks, the ethical dilemmas, and the tough questions we need to start asking. Is this AI revolution unleashing our greatest potential, or could it lead to problems we haven't even imagined? Today, we're diving deep into the bright and dark sides of artificial intelligence to figure out what you really need to know. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. We're diving deep into a topic that's reshaping our world at an incredible pace: artificial intelligence. We hear about AI everywhere, from the apps on our phones to the headlines in the news. But like any powerful technology, AI is a double-edged sword. It offers groundbreaking innovations, but it also comes with significant risks. So how do we find the right balance? How do we harness the incredible potential of AI while responsibly managing its inherent dangers? That's what we're going to explore. Let's start with the exciting part: innovation. AI is not just about convenience. It's a revolutionary force in fields like medicine, finance, and climate science. Imagine AI algorithms analyzing medical scans with superhuman accuracy, detecting diseases earlier than ever before. Or consider how AI is optimizing supply chains, reducing waste, and making our economy more efficient. In creative fields, AI is becoming a new partner, a tool that can help artists, musicians, and writers push the boundaries of their imagination. It's helping us solve problems that were once thought unsolvable. This isn't science fiction. This is happening right now, and the potential for positive change is truly immense. But with great power comes great responsibility. The other edge of the sword is risk. One of the biggest concerns is job displacement. As AI automates more tasks, what happens to the human workers who used to perform them? This isn't just a question of economics. It's a question of social fabric and individual purpose. Then there are the ethical dilemmas. AI systems learn from data, and if that data is biased, the AI will be too. This can lead to unfair outcomes in areas like hiring, loan applications, and even criminal justice. We've already seen examples of this, where AI has perpetuated and even amplified existing societal biases. And what about privacy? AI systems often require vast amounts of data to function effectively. This raises serious questions about who owns our data, how it's being used, and what safeguards are in place to protect it from being misused or stolen. The more we integrate AI into our lives, the more vulnerable we become to data breaches and surveillance. Plus, there's the risk of AI systems making mistakes. What happens when a self-driving car has an accident, or a medical AI misdiagnoses a patient? Determining accountability in a world powered by complex algorithms is a legal and ethical minefield we are only just beginning to navigate. So this brings us to the core of our discussion today. How can we use AI to manage the very risks it creates? It sounds a bit like fighting fire with fire, but it's one of the most promising avenues we have. Let's talk about AI's potential to completely transform predictive risk management. Traditionally, risk management has been a reactive process. Something goes wrong and we try to fix it and prevent it from happening again. But with AI, we can become proactive. First, AI dramatically enhances the accuracy of risk assessments. By processing massive datasets, far more than any human team could handle, AI can identify subtle patterns and correlations that signal potential trouble ahead. Think about financial markets. AI can analyze millions of transactions, news articles, and social media trends in real time to predict market volatility or identify fraudulent activities with incredible speed and precision. This improves not just the reliability of our decisions, but also the speed at which we can make them. In a world where threats can emerge in an instant, that speed is a game changer. This leads directly to my next point: real-time monitoring. AI doesn't sleep and it doesn't get tired. It can continuously monitor complex systems, from a city's power grid to a global corporation's cybersecurity defenses. When an anomaly is detected, a strange fluctuation in energy use or an unusual network request, the AI can raise an alert instantly. This allows human experts to intervene immediately, long before a small issue escalates into a full-blown crisis. It's the difference between patching a small leak and dealing with a catastrophic flood. This capability for swift response is crucial for managing emerging threats in our interconnected world. Furthermore, AI's advancements in data analysis are leading to better risk prediction and incredibly sophisticated scenario simulations. We can now use AI to create digital twins, virtual models of real-world systems. We can then run thousands of simulations on these models to see how they would react to different stressors. What happens to a supply chain if a major port shuts down? How would a financial system cope with a sudden economic shock? AI allows us to ask these what-if questions and get data-driven answers. This is like having a crystal ball that's grounded in statistical reality, enabling us to prepare for a wide range of potential futures and develop more robust, resilient strategies. Another key area is compliance. The regulatory landscape is constantly changing and becoming more complex. For businesses, keeping up with all the rules and regulations can be a monumental task. Failure to comply can result in huge fines and reputational damage. Here, AI can act as a tireless compliance officer. It can scan regulations, cross-reference them with company policies and operations, and flag potential areas of non-compliance proactively. This not only reduces regulatory risk, but also frees up human employees to focus on more strategic tasks. AI can help ensure that as we innovate, we do so within the bounds of the law and ethical guidelines. However, and this is perhaps the most important point of all, AI is not a magic bullet. We cannot simply hand over the reins and expect everything to be perfect. Human oversight remains absolutely essential for any effective AI risk management strategy. AI is a tool, and like any tool, it is only as good as the person wielding it. We need human experts to design the systems, interpret the results, and make the final call. An AI might flag a risk, but it takes human judgment, experience, and ethical consideration to decide the best course of action. The goal is not to replace human intelligence, but to augment it. The most effective risk management teams will be those that create a seamless partnership between human and artificial intelligence. So, as we stand at this technological crossroads, the path forward is not about choosing between innovation and safety. It's about pursuing both. It is about building a future where AI serves humanity by helping us understand and mitigate the very complexities it introduces. We need to invest in research, foster public dialogue, and develop strong regulatory frameworks that encourage responsible innovation. The double-edged sword of AI is in our hands. By understanding both its promise and its peril, we can learn to wield it wisely, creating a safer, more prosperous, and more equitable world for everyone. What are your thoughts on the future of AI and risk? Do you feel more optimistic or concerned? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the technologies shaping our future. See you in the next one. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we'll be diving deep into a topic that is reshaping our world at an incredible pace: artificial intelligence. We hear about AI everywhere, from the apps on our phones to the headlines in the news. It's a powerhouse of innovation, but like any powerful tool, it's a double-edged sword. How do we harness its incredible potential while managing the risks that come with it? That's the big question we're exploring today. Let's start with the exciting side of the coin: innovation. AI is not just about making things faster. It's about making things smarter. Think about the field of risk management. For decades, businesses and even governments have relied on historical data and human intuition to predict and prepare for potential problems. It was a good system, but it had its limits. You can only analyze so much data, and human bias can sometimes cloud judgment. Now, enter AI. It's completely transforming how we approach predictive risk management. Imagine having a system that can sift through billions of data points in seconds, far more than any team of humans could ever dream of. This is where AI truly shines. It enhances the accuracy of risk assessments to a whole new level. By analyzing vast and complex datasets, AI algorithms can identify subtle patterns and correlations that would be invisible to the human eye. This means decisions aren't just faster. They're more reliable, backed by a mountain of evidence. For a business, this could mean foreseeing a supply chain disruption before it happens. For a city, it could mean predicting traffic congestion and rerouting cars proactively. The speed and reliability AI brings to decision-making are game changers. One of the most powerful applications of this is real-time monitoring. The world is dynamic, and risks can emerge in the blink of an eye. Traditional risk management often works by looking in the rearview mirror, analyzing what has already happened. AI, on the other hand, keeps its eyes on the road ahead. It can monitor systems, markets, and even environmental conditions in real time. Think about cybersecurity. An AI system can watch network traffic continuously, and the second it detects an unusual pattern that might signal a cyber attack, it can trigger an immediate response, isolating the threat before it can cause widespread damage. This ability to react swiftly to emerging threats is crucial in our fast-paced, interconnected world. It shifts us from a reactive posture to a proactive one. This proactive stance is fueled by incredible advancements in data analysis. AI isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about understanding them. Modern AI models can do more than just predict what's likely to happen based on past events. They can run sophisticated scenario simulations. What if a key supplier in another country shuts down? What if a new competitor enters the market with a disruptive product? AI can simulate thousands of these what-if scenarios, calculating the potential impact of each one and helping organizations develop robust contingency plans. This is like having a crystal ball that doesn't just show you one future, but thousands of possible futures, allowing you to prepare for the most likely and the most damaging ones. Better risk prediction leads to better preparation, and that's a massive advantage in any field. Another area where AI is making a huge difference is in compliance. Every industry has a web of regulations and rules they need to follow. Keeping up with these, especially when they change frequently, can be a full-time job, or rather, a full-time department. Regulatory risk is a major concern for businesses, as non-compliance can lead to hefty fines and reputational damage. AI can automate much of this process. It can scan legal documents, track changes in regulations in real time, and even monitor internal operations to ensure everything is above board. By flagging potential compliance issues before they become problems, AI helps organizations stay on the right side of the law, reducing their regulatory risk and freeing up human experts to focus on more strategic tasks. It's like having a vigilant, tireless compliance officer working 24/7. So, with all these incredible benefits, you might be thinking, great, let's just let AI take the wheel. But this is where we need to talk about the other edge of the sword, the risks. AI is a tool, and its effectiveness and safety depend entirely on how we use it. An AI model is only as good as the data it's trained on. If the data is biased, the AI will be biased. For example, if an AI used for hiring is trained on historical data from a company that predominantly hired from one demographic, it might learn to unfairly filter out qualified candidates from other backgrounds. This isn't just unfair. It's a huge risk for the company. This brings us to what is perhaps the most critical point of all, the indispensable role of human oversight. AI can provide powerful insights, incredible predictions, and tireless monitoring, but it lacks common sense, ethical judgment, and the ability to understand context in the way a human can. An AI might flag a financial transaction as fraudulent based on patterns, but a human analyst can investigate, understand the unique context, and make the final call. We cannot and should not automate our responsibilities away. An effective AI risk management strategy, therefore, must be a partnership between human and machine. Humans need to be involved in every step of the process. We need to select and clean the training data to minimize bias. We need to define the ethical guidelines and goals for the AI system. We need to continuously monitor the AI's performance, test its outputs for fairness and accuracy, and be ready to intervene when it makes a mistake. And most importantly, the final decision on high-stakes issues should always rest with a human. AI should be an advisor, a co-pilot, not the captain. It can analyze the data and suggest a course of action, but a human needs to be there to look at the bigger picture, consider the ethical implications, and make the ultimate choice. In conclusion, AI is not something to be feared, but it is something to be respected. It presents one of the greatest opportunities for innovation in human history, especially in how we predict and manage risk. From making our businesses more resilient to keeping our digital lives more secure, the potential is immense. But this power comes with a responsibility to be thoughtful, cautious, and engaged. The key is balance. By embracing AI's capabilities while maintaining robust human oversight, we can navigate the complexities of this new era. We can build a future where we leverage this incredible technology to make smarter decisions, anticipate challenges, and create a safer, more efficient world for everyone. Thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on the role of AI in our future? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one. Ever feel like you're drowning in a sea of compliance regulations, constantly worried about human error slipping through the cracks? You're not alone. In today's fast-paced business world, staying compliant is more challenging than ever. Regulations are always changing, the stakes are high, and a single mistake can cost your company dearly. But what if there was a way to not just keep up, but actually stay ahead of the game? What if you could significantly reduce human error and boost your compliance efforts all at once? The answer lies in a technology that's reshaping industries: artificial intelligence. Let's start with a fundamental truth. Humans make mistakes. We get tired, distracted, or simply overlook details. In the world of risk management and compliance, these small oversights can lead to massive problems, including hefty fines, reputational damage, and legal trouble. This is where AI-driven automation steps in as a game changer. Imagine having a system that works 24/7, tirelessly scanning for potential compliance risks without ever needing a coffee break. That's the power of AI. By automating routine checks and monitoring processes, AI significantly minimizes the chances of human error. It's like having the most diligent, detail-oriented team member who never sleeps. This allows your human team to shift their focus from tedious, repetitive tasks to more strategic, high-value work. They can become the architects of your compliance strategy rather than just the checkers of boxes. So how exactly does this work? AI-driven automation proactively identifies compliance risks. Instead of waiting for a manual audit to uncover a problem, AI systems are constantly analyzing your data, transactions, and communications. They are trained to recognize patterns and anomalies that might indicate a potential compliance breach. For example, in the financial sector, AI can flag suspicious transactions that could be related to money laundering, long before a human analyst might spot them. This proactive approach means you're not just reacting to problems. You're preventing them from happening in the first place. It fundamentally changes your posture from defensive to offensive, putting you in control of your compliance destiny. One of the biggest headaches for any compliance officer is the constantly shifting regulatory landscape. A new law is passed, a new guideline is issued, and suddenly your entire process needs to be updated. Keeping up with these changes manually is a monumental task. AI offers a brilliant solution through continuous monitoring. These systems can be programmed to track regulatory updates from various sources in real time. As soon as a new regulation is announced or an existing one is amended, the AI can analyze its impact on your organization's policies and procedures. It can then flag areas that need attention and even suggest necessary adjustments. This ensures your organization remains compliant with the latest rules, not the rules from 6 months ago. It's like having a legal expert constantly reading every new piece of legislation and telling you exactly what you need to do. Now let's talk about efficiency. When risks are identified, how do you decide which ones to tackle first? Not all risks are created equal. Some are minor, while others could be catastrophic. This is where automated risk assessment comes in. AI algorithms can analyze a multitude of factors like the potential financial impact, the likelihood of occurrence, and the regulatory consequences to score and prioritize risks. This provides you with a clear, data-driven roadmap for your response efforts. You can immediately focus your resources on the most critical issues, ensuring that your response is not only swift, but also incredibly efficient. This is a huge leap forward from traditional methods, where prioritization can often be subjective and time-consuming, leading to critical delays. With AI, you're always working on what matters most. The benefits don't stop there. AI tools are also designed to streamline the entire compliance process. Think about all the manual work involved: filling out forms, generating reports, maintaining audit trails. AI can automate much of this. It can pull data from various systems, populate reports automatically, and maintain a perfect, unauditable record of all compliance-related activities. This not only saves an incredible amount of time and reduces the manual workload on your team, but it also dramatically improves accuracy. Automated systems don't make typos or forget to save a file. The result is a more robust, reliable, and auditable compliance framework. When the auditors do come knocking, you'll have everything they need at your fingertips, perfectly organized and accurate. Perhaps one of the most exciting aspects of AI in risk management is its predictive capability. Traditional risk management is often reactive. You see a problem, you fix it. But what if you could see the problem coming before it even materializes? That's the power of predictive analytics. By analyzing historical data and identifying emerging trends, AI can forecast potential future risks. For instance, it might notice a subtle shift in employee behavior that often precedes a data breach, or detect market trends that could lead to new compliance challenges. This foresight allows you to take preemptive action. You can implement new controls, provide targeted training, or adjust your strategies to mitigate a risk before it ever becomes a reality. It's like having a crystal ball for your business, giving you the ability to navigate the future with confidence. Finally, let's consider the speed of response. In the digital age, risks can escalate in the blink of an eye. A small security flaw can be exploited and turn into a major data breach within hours, if not minutes. This is where real-time anomaly detection is crucial. AI systems continuously monitor your networks, systems, and processes for any unusual activity. As soon as an anomaly is detected, something that deviates from the established norm, the system can trigger an immediate alert. This allows you to take swift corrective measures before the situation spirals out of control. In many cases, the AI can even initiate an automated response, like temporarily isolating a compromised part of the network or blocking a suspicious user account. This rapid response capability is something that human teams simply cannot match, and it's essential for minimizing the damage from any potential incident. In conclusion, integrating AI and automation into your risk response and compliance strategy is no longer a futuristic concept. It's a modern-day necessity. It minimizes human error, ensures you keep pace with evolving regulations, and makes your entire process more efficient and accurate. By leveraging the power of predictive analytics and real-time detection, you can move from a reactive to a proactive stance, anticipating and neutralizing threats before they escalate. This not only protects your organization from financial and reputational harm, but also frees up your talented human team to focus on strategic initiatives that drive real business value. Embracing AI isn't about replacing people. It's about empowering them with tools that make them smarter, faster, and more effective. It's about building a more resilient, compliant, and successful organization for the future. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the technologies shaping our world. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's revolutionizing how businesses protect themselves: real-time security monitoring. In a world where digital threats evolve by the second, waiting for a weekly report or a monthly summary is like leaving your front door wide open. The game has changed, and the key to winning is speed. That's where real-time monitoring comes in, acting as your digital fortress's vigilant, always-on watchtower. So what exactly are we talking about? Imagine a security system that doesn't just react to problems, but anticipates them. It's about having a constant stream of information about your network's health, your data's safety, and your system's integrity. This isn't just about catching a problem after it happens. It's about seeing the warning signs, the subtle anomalies, and the suspicious patterns that signal an impending threat. It's the difference between finding out your house was broken into yesterday and getting an alert the moment someone touches the doorknob. This immediate awareness is the cornerstone of modern cybersecurity, allowing for instant threat detection and a rapid, decisive response that can neutralize a threat before it causes any real damage. Now let's talk about the powerhouse behind this incredible capability: artificial intelligence. AI is the brain of the operation. While traditional security systems rely on predefined rules, AI-powered detection is far more dynamic. It learns what normal looks like for your specific environment. It understands the rhythm of your data flow, the typical behavior of your users, and the usual operations of your applications. When something deviates from this established baseline, even slightly, the AI flags it. This could be an unusual login time, a strange data transfer, or a process acting out of character. This ability to spot subtle irregularities is what allows for timely risk management. It's not just about finding known viruses. It's about identifying new, never-before-seen threats, often called zero-day attacks. By using AI, your security posture shifts from being reactive to proactive, empowering your team to manage risks before they escalate into full-blown crises. One of the biggest headaches for any IT department is implementing new software. You worry about compatibility issues, downtime, and a steep learning curve. The beauty of modern real-time monitoring solutions is their focus on seamless integration. These systems are designed to be plug-and-play, fitting neatly into your existing infrastructure. Whether you're using cloud services, on-premise servers, or a hybrid model, these tools can connect with your current systems, your firewalls, your endpoint protection, your cloud applications, and start gathering data immediately. This integration creates a unified security ecosystem where every component communicates with every other. Instead of having siloed information, you get a single, comprehensive view of your entire security landscape. This not only strengthens your defenses, but also dramatically enhances operational efficiency. Your team spends less time trying to piece together information from different sources and more time on strategic security tasks. In a crisis, every second counts. A data breach or a system outage can have devastating consequences, and the speed of your response is critical. This is where real-time alerts become a game changer. Imagine a potential ransomware attack starting to encrypt files on your network. A traditional system might not notice this for hours. But a real-time monitoring system, powered by AI, detects the anomalous file activity instantly and sends an alert directly to your security team's phones or dashboards. This alert isn't just a generic "something is wrong" message. It provides specific, actionable details: which systems are affected, the nature of the threat, and recommended steps for mitigation. This information facilitates rapid, informed decision-making. Your team can immediately isolate the affected systems, block the malicious process, and begin recovery, all within minutes of the initial detection. This capability can mean the difference between a minor incident and a catastrophic business disruption. Now, let's address a common concern with security alerts: alert fatigue. If a system bombards your team with constant notifications, most of which are false alarms, they'll eventually start ignoring them. This is a huge risk, as a real threat could get lost in the noise. This is why comprehensive threat coverage that minimizes false positives is so important. Advanced AI algorithms are incredibly sophisticated. They don't just look at one data point in isolation. They analyze context. They correlate events across your entire network to understand the bigger picture. The system learns to distinguish between a genuine threat and a benign anomaly, like an administrator performing a legitimate but unusual task. By providing high-fidelity alerts, the system ensures that when your team gets a notification, it's something that truly requires their attention. This focus on accuracy not only reduces the noise but also builds trust in the system, making your security team more effective and less stressed. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of these AI-driven systems is their ability to get smarter over time. This isn't a static tool that you set up and forget. It's a living, evolving defense mechanism. Through a process called machine learning, the system continuously refines its understanding of your environment. Every event, every user action, and every resolved incident becomes a new data point that helps the AI improve its detection models. If it initially flags a certain activity as suspicious but your team marks it as legitimate, the AI learns from that feedback. Over time, this continuous learning loop makes the system incredibly accurate. It gets better and better at identifying real threats while further reducing false positives. It adapts to changes in your business, to new applications you deploy, and to the ever-evolving tactics of attackers. This means your security posture isn't just strong today. It's designed to grow stronger and more resilient for the future. Let's put this all together with a real-world scenario. Imagine a large e-commerce company during a major holiday sale. Traffic is through the roof and transactions are happening every second. An attacker attempts to exploit a vulnerability in their payment processing system to steal customer credit card information. A traditional security system might miss this subtle attack amidst the chaos of legitimate traffic. But an AI-powered real-time monitoring solution would immediately detect the unusual sequence of database queries. It would correlate this with other subtle indicators, like a login from an unrecognized IP address accessing the server. Within seconds, it sends a high-priority alert to the Security Operations Center with a detailed breakdown of the attack. The team is able to instantly block the attacker's IP address and patch the vulnerability before a single piece of customer data is compromised. The sale continues without interruption, customer trust is maintained, and a potential disaster is completely averted. That is the power of a modern intelligent security strategy. So, to wrap things up, the shift to real-time AI-powered security monitoring is not just an upgrade. It's a fundamental change in how we approach digital defense. It provides the immediate threat detection needed to respond instantly. It leverages the intelligence of AI for proactive risk management. It integrates seamlessly to boost operational efficiency without causing disruption. It delivers precise, real-time alerts for fast, confident decision-making in a crisis. It offers comprehensive coverage that minimizes the noise of false positives, and most importantly, it continuously learns and adapts, ensuring your defenses become stronger every single day. In today's complex digital world, investing in this technology is one of the smartest decisions a business can make to protect its assets, its reputation, and its future. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you a clear picture of why real-time monitoring is so crucial. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights into the latest in technology and security. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. In today's fast-paced world, staying ahead of potential threats isn't just an advantage. It's a necessity. Whether you're running a business, managing a digital platform, or securing your personal assets, the ability to see what's coming and react instantly is the ultimate game changer. But how do you do that effectively? How do you sift through the noise to find the real signals? That's exactly what we're going to dive into today. We're talking about a revolutionary approach to security and risk management that's changing everything. Let's start with the core concept, real-time monitoring. What does that actually mean? It is not about checking a report at the end of the day or reviewing logs from last week. It's about having a live, constant pulse on your entire environment every single second. Imagine a security guard who never blinks, never takes a break, and can see everything at once. That's the power of real-time monitoring. This constant vigilance allows for immediate threat detection. The moment something unusual happens, the system knows. There's no delay, no lag time where a problem can escalate. This is the difference between catching a small fire and dealing with a full-blown inferno. Immediate detection leads to immediate response, giving you the critical seconds you need to neutralize a threat before it can cause any real damage. This isn't just about speed, it's about control. It puts you back in the driver's seat, empowering you to act proactively rather than reactively. Now, having a constant stream of data is one thing, but making sense of it is a completely different challenge. This is where the magic of artificial intelligence comes in. Our system is powered by cutting-edge AI designed specifically for timely risk management and response. Think of it as a brilliant detective that has studied millions of cases. This AI doesn't just look for known threats. It learns the normal rhythm of your operations. It understands what business as usual looks like for you. So when it spots a subtle deviation, an anomaly that a human might easily miss, it flags it instantly. This could be an unusual login attempt, a strange pattern of data access, or a network request from a suspicious location. The AI analyzes these events in context, understanding the nuances and potential implications. This intelligent detection means you're not just reacting to alarms. You're getting ahead of sophisticated, evolving threats. It's about moving from a reactive posture to a predictive one, anticipating risks before they fully materialize. This AI-powered approach is the engine that drives timely, intelligent action. Of course, a powerful new tool is only useful if it works with what you already have. Nobody wants to rip out their entire infrastructure just to add a new layer of security. That's why seamless integration is a cornerstone of this solution. We've designed it to be plug and play, fitting perfectly into your existing systems. Whether you're using legacy software, cloud-based applications, or a complex hybrid environment, our technology is built to connect and communicate without friction. Think of it as a universal translator for your entire tech stack. It pulls data from all your different sources, centralizes it, and analyzes it as a unified whole. This not only enhances your security, but also boosts your overall operational efficiency. There's no need for your team to learn a dozen new dashboards or juggle multiple disconnected tools. Everything is streamlined into a single, cohesive view. This integration eliminates blind spots, ensuring that no part of your operation is left unprotected. It makes advanced security accessible and manageable, not a complicated burden. So the system detects a potential threat. What happens next? This is where real-time alerts become absolutely critical. An alert that arrives hours or even minutes late is practically useless in a crisis. Our system is engineered to facilitate rapid decision-making by delivering instant, context-rich notifications. When a critical event is detected, an alert is sent immediately to the right people through the channels they use most: email, SMS, or a dedicated mobile app. But these aren't just cryptic error codes. Each alert provides clear, concise information about what happened, where it happened, and why it's considered a threat. It gives you the actionable intelligence you need to make a quick, informed decision. Should you block an IP address? Isolate a compromised device? Initiate a lockdown protocol? The information is right there at your fingertips. This rapid alert system transforms your response from a frantic scramble into a calm, calculated procedure. It bridges the gap between detection and action, empowering your team to act decisively when every second counts. One of the biggest frustrations with many security systems is the sheer volume of false positives. You know what I'm talking about? The constant stream of alerts for things that aren't actually threats. This alert fatigue can be dangerous. It desensitizes your team, making it more likely they'll miss a genuine threat when it finally appears. We've tackled this problem head-on by focusing on comprehensive threat coverage that minimizes false positives. Our AI is trained to understand context and nuance. It doesn't just flag every anomaly, it assesses the level of risk associated with it. By correlating data from multiple sources and comparing it against historical patterns, the system can differentiate between a harmless irregularity and a malicious attack with incredible accuracy. This means the alerts you receive are the ones that truly matter. Your team can focus their energy on genuine threats instead of chasing ghosts. This focus on quality over quantity not only improves your security posture, but also respects your team's time and attention, making your entire security operation more effective and efficient. Finally, let's talk about the future. The threat landscape is constantly changing. New attack methods and vulnerabilities emerge every single day. A security system that is static is a system that is already obsolete. That's why continuous learning is arguably the most powerful feature of this technology. Our AI model is not a one-and-done solution. It's a living, evolving intelligence. With every event it analyzes, every threat it identifies, and every piece of feedback it receives, it gets smarter. It refines its understanding of what's normal and what's not. It learns new attack patterns as they emerge in the wild. This means that the system's detection accuracy improves over time, automatically. Your defenses are constantly adapting and hardening against the latest threats without you needing to manually update rule sets or signatures. It's like having a dedicated research team working around the clock to keep your security on the cutting edge. This commitment to continuous learning ensures that your protection doesn't just meet today's standards, it's best prepared for the challenges of tomorrow. So to recap, we're looking at a system that offers real-time monitoring for instant awareness, powered by smart AI that gets ahead of risks. It integrates smoothly into your current setup, enhancing efficiency without disruption. It delivers immediate, actionable alerts for rapid crisis response. And it's meticulously tuned to filter out the noise, so you only focus on what's important. Best of all, it's constantly learning and improving, ensuring your defense is always evolving. This isn't just another security tool. It's a fundamental shift in how we approach safety and risk management in a complex digital world. It's about gaining clarity, confidence, and control. It's about turning data into decisions and turning vulnerability into resilience. If you're ready to stop reacting and start anticipating, this is the way forward. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you a clear picture of what's possible with modern threat detection. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on the latest in technology and security. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Ever felt like we're living in a science fiction movie? Well, we kind of are. The AI revolution is here, and it's not just about robots or talking computers. It's reshaping our world in ways we're only just beginning to understand. Today, we diving deep into the incredible benefits of AI that are boosting our productivity and changing our lives, while also facing the tough ethical questions that come with it. It's a journey of breakthroughs and balances, so stick around. First up, let's talk about healthcare. This is where AI is truly becoming a lifesaver. Imagine doctors having a super-powered assistant that can analyze medical images like X-rays and MR is with incredible accuracy, spotting diseases like cancer earlier than ever before. This is already happening. AI algorithms are being trained on vast datasets of medical scans, learning to detect subtle patterns that the human eye might miss. This isn't about replacing doctors. It's about empowering them with tools that lead to faster, more accurate diagnoses. And that means better outcomes for patients. Think about the time saved, the lives potentially extended. But it goes beyond diagnosis. AI is also personalizing treatment plans. By analyzing a patient's genetic makeup, lifestyle, and medical history, AI can help predict how they'll respond to different therapies. This moves us away from a one-size-fits-all approach to medicine and towards precision healthcare tailored to the individual. And what about accessibility? For those in remote areas, AI-powered telemedicine platforms and diagnostic apps are bringing healthcare services right to their fingertips. It's breaking down geographical barriers and making quality care more accessible to everyone. This isn't a distant future. It's the present, and it's revolutionizing patient care from the ground up. Now, let's shift gears to the economy. You've probably heard the buzz about AI driving economic growth, and it's not just hype. In industries from manufacturing to finance, AI is streamlining operations, automating repetitive tasks, and optimizing supply chains. Think about a factory floor where AI-driven robots work 24/7 with precision, increasing output and reducing errors. Or a logistics company where AI calculates the most efficient delivery routes, saving fuel and time. This massive boost in productivity is a powerful engine for economic expansion. When companies become more efficient, they can produce more, innovate faster, and compete on a global scale. This creates wealth and drives the entire economy forward. But here is a question that often comes up. Does this productivity boost come at the cost of jobs? We'll get to the challenges in a bit, but it's crucial to see the other side of the coin. Historically, technological revolutions have created more jobs than they've destroyed, just different kinds of jobs. The AI economy is no different. It's creating new roles that didn't exist a decade ago. AI specialists, data scientists, machine learning engineers, AI ethicists. As businesses integrate AI, they need skilled people to develop, manage, and oversee these systems. So, while some jobs might change, the economic growth fueled by AI is also creating new opportunities and demanding new skills, paving the way for the workforce of the future. Next, let's look at education, another area where AI is making a huge impact. Remember sitting in a classroom where the teacher had to cater to 30 different learning speeds? It's a tough job. AI is changing that by making personalized learning a reality. Imagine an educational app that adapts to your child's learning style. If they're a visual learner, it provides videos and infographics. If they struggle with a concept, it offers extra practice exercises until they master it. This is adaptive learning, and it's a game changer. It ensures that no student is left behind, and every student is challenged at just the right level. This personalization makes education more engaging and effective, but AI is also making it more accessible. For students around the world, AI-driven platforms offer access to high-quality educational content, regardless of their location or background. Language translation tools powered by AI can break down communication barriers, allowing students to learn from resources in any language. AI can also automate administrative tasks for teachers, like grading simple assignments, freeing up their time to focus on what they do best, mentoring and inspiring their students. AI isn't replacing teachers. It's giving them superpowers to create a more equitable and effective learning environment for everyone. So far, we've painted a pretty rosy picture. AI is enhancing healthcare, boosting the economy, and personalizing education. But every revolution has its challenges, and the AI revolution is no exception. This brings us to the first major ethical dilemma: job displacement. We celebrated the productivity gains, but the reality is that automation powered by AI is capable of performing tasks previously done by humans. Jobs that involve routine, predictable work in areas like data entry, customer service, and even some aspects of manufacturing are at risk. The fear that robots will take our jobs isn't entirely unfounded. This creates a massive societal challenge. What happens to the millions of people whose skills are no longer in demand? The answer isn't to stop progress, but to manage the transition responsibly. This requires a massive, urgent push for reskilling and upskilling initiatives. Governments, companies, and educational institutions need to collaborate to provide training programs that equip the workforce with the skills needed for the jobs of the future. Skills in creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and of course, working with AI itself. We need to invest in lifelong learning so that people can adapt as the job market evolves. Ignoring this issue could lead to widespread unemployment and social inequality, turning the promise of AI into a peril. Hand in hand with job displacement is a concern that affects every single one of us: privacy. AI systems thrive on data. The more data they have, the smarter and more accurate they become. This data comes from our online searches, our social media posts, our purchase histories, even our smart home devices. We're generating a digital footprint every second of every day. The question is, who has access to this data and what are they doing with it? Without strong protections, our personal information can be collected, used, and shared in ways we never agreed to. This is a huge ethical minefield. Think about facial recognition technology being used for mass surveillance, or insurance companies using your health data to set your premiums. The potential for misuse is enormous. That's why the conversation around AI must include robust governance and data protection frameworks. We need clear laws that define who owns our data and how it can be used. Companies need to be transparent about their data collection practices, and individuals need to have control over their own information. Building trust in AI systems is impossible without guaranteeing that our privacy will be respected and protected. The convenience of AI cannot come at the cost of our fundamental right to privacy. Finally, we arrive at one of the most subtle yet profound ethical challenges: AI bias. We often think of technology as being objective and neutral, but that's a dangerous misconception. AI systems learn from the data we feed them. And if that data reflects the biases that exist in our society, the AI will learn and amplify those biases. For example, if a hiring algorithm is trained on historical data from a company that predominantly hired men for leadership roles, it might learn to discriminate against female candidates, even if gender isn't an explicit factor. It picks up on subtle patterns and correlations that perpetuate old prejudices. This can have devastating real-world consequences. We've seen examples of biased AI in everything from loan applications that discriminate against minorities to facial recognition systems that are less accurate for people of color. The danger is that we might place too much trust in these systems, believing they are making fair, data-driven decisions when they are actually encoding and scaling up human bias. This highlights the critical need for ethical oversight and regulation. We need diverse teams building AI systems to catch these biases early. We need transparency so we can audit algorithms and understand how they make decisions. And we need to hold developers and companies accountable for the biased outcomes their AI produces. Creating fair and equitable AI is not just a technical problem. It's a moral imperative. So where does this leave us? The AI revolution is a powerful force, a double-edged sword with the potential for incredible good and significant harm. It's revolutionizing healthcare, driving economic growth, and personalizing education. At the same time, it presents us with urgent challenges: the risk of job displacement, threats to our privacy, and the danger of algorithmic bias. The path forward isn't about choosing between progress and caution. It's about embracing both. It's just about harnessing the immense power of AI to solve some of humanity's biggest problems while simultaneously building the ethical guardrails, regulations, and social structures to ensure it serves us all. This isn't a conversation for just tech experts and policymakers. It's a conversation for everyone. What do you think is the biggest promise of AI? And what is your biggest concern? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The future of AI is not something that just happens to us. It's something we are all building together, one decision, one algorithm, and one conversation at a time. Thanks for watching, and if you found this discussion valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to stay updated. See you next time. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's reshaping our world as we speak. The artificial intelligence revolution. Is it the ultimate productivity booster we've all been waiting for, or a Pandora's box of ethical dilemmas? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the incredible benefits. Think about healthcare. AI is already revolutionizing how we approach medicine. We're seeing AI algorithms that can detect diseases like cancer earlier and more accurately than ever before. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now. These tools are helping doctors analyze complex medical data in seconds, leading to better patient outcomes and making high-quality healthcare more accessible to people in remote areas. Imagine a world where your location doesn't determine the quality of your diagnosis. That's the promise of AI in healthcare. Now, let's shift to the economy. You've probably heard the buzz about AI boosting productivity, and it's absolutely true. In industries from manufacturing to finance, AI is automating repetitive tasks, optimizing supply chains, and unlocking new efficiencies. This surge in productivity isn't just about companies making more money. It's a powerful engine for economic growth. And contrary to popular belief, it's not just about replacing jobs. Historically, technological revolutions have created more jobs than they've eliminated. AI is creating new roles that we couldn't have imagined a decade ago. AI specialists, data scientists, ethics officers. The key is adapting to this new landscape. And what about education? This is where I get really excited. AI is paving the way for truly personalized learning. We all learn at a different pace and in different ways, right? Traditional classrooms often struggle to cater to every single student. But AI-driven platforms can adapt to an individual's learning style, offering customized exercises, instant feedback, and resources tailored to their specific needs. This could be a game changer for closing educational gaps and making learning more engaging and effective for everyone, from young children to adults looking to learn a new skill. The potential to democratize education on a global scale is immense. So with all these amazing benefits, what's the catch? Well, this is where the conversation gets a bit more complex. We can't ignore the ethical dilemmas that come with such a powerful technology. The most immediate concern for many is job displacement. Yes, AI is creating new jobs, but it's also making some existing roles obsolete. Tasks that are routine and predictable are increasingly being automated. This isn't a future problem. It's a present reality for many workers in sectors like data entry, customer service, and even transportation. We urgently need massive-scale reskilling and upskilling initiatives. Governments, companies, and educational institutions must work together to prepare the workforce for the jobs of tomorrow, not yesterday. It's a societal challenge that requires a proactive and compassionate response. Then there's the issue of privacy. AI systems, especially machine learning models, thrive on data. Our data. Every time you use a smart assistant, get a personalized recommendation, or even browse the internet, you're feeding data into these systems. This raises critical questions. Who owns this data? How is it being used? And how is it being protected? Without strong governance and transparent policies, we risk stumbling into a surveillance society where our personal information is exploited without our consent. We need robust legal frameworks that put individuals back in control of their digital footprint. This is a fundamental right in the digital age. Finally, and perhaps most insidiously, we have to confront the problem of AI bias. AI systems learn from the data they are trained on. And if that data reflects existing societal biases, whether racial, gender, or otherwise, the AI will learn and even amplify those biases. We've seen examples of this in hiring algorithms that favor male candidates or facial recognition systems that are less accurate for people of color. This isn't just a technical glitch. It's a reflection of our own societal flaws embedded in code. It highlights the absolute necessity for ethical oversight, diverse development teams, and rigorous testing to ensure these systems are fair and equitable for everyone. We can't build a better future on a biased foundation. So where does that leave us? The AI revolution is a classic double-edged sword. On one side, we have the potential for unprecedented progress in health, economy, and education, a future that is more efficient, prosperous, and knowledgeable. On the other side, we face serious challenges: the threat of job displacement, the erosion of privacy, and the danger of encoding our worst biases into the very fabric of our technology. The path forward isn't about hitting the brakes on innovation. The genie is out of the bottle. The key is to steer this revolution with intention and with humanity. It requires a global conversation involving not just tech experts, but ethicists, sociologists, policymakers, and all of us. We need to demand transparency, advocate for fair regulations, and invest in education and reskilling. We have the opportunity to harness AI for the collective good, to build a future that is not only more productive, but also more just and equitable. But it won't happen by accident. It will happen because we choose to make it so. What are your biggest hopes or fears about AI? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective on this. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this conversation valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the technologies shaping our world. See you in the next one. Artificial intelligence. Is it the key to a utopian future, or are we summoning our own technological demons? Let's explore the bright side and the shadows of AI. First, let's talk about the incredible potential of AI. It's not just about robots from sci-fi movies. AI is already here, working behind the scenes and making our lives better in ways we might not even realize. Think about healthcare. AI algorithms can analyze medical images like X-rays and MRIs with a level of precision that can sometimes surpass the human eye. This helps doctors detect diseases like cancer earlier and more accurately, which can save lives. In finance, AI is a powerful tool for fraud detection, analyzing thousands of transactions per second to protect your money. It's also revolutionizing drug discovery, scientific research, and even agriculture, helping us grow more food with fewer resources. AI is the ultimate efficiency booster, a tireless assistant that helps us solve complex problems faster than ever before. One of the most immediate benefits we see is the automation of repetitive tasks. Imagine all the mundane, time-consuming jobs that fill up our workdays. AI can take over data entry, scheduling, and basic customer service inquiries. This doesn't just free up human workers. It allows us to focus on what we do best: creative thinking, strategic planning, and complex problem solving. When machines handle the boring stuff, productivity skyrockets. Furthermore, AI improves decision-making. By crunching massive datasets, AI can identify patterns and trends that are invisible to us. Businesses can use this insight to optimize their supply chains, personalize customer experiences, and make more informed strategic choices. It's like having a super-powered analyst on your team, available 24/7. But as with any powerful technology, there's a flip side. We can't talk about AI without addressing the shadows it casts. One of the biggest fears is job displacement. As AI becomes more capable, there's a real concern that many jobs, particularly those involving routine manual or cognitive tasks, could be automated out of existence. We've seen this happen before with past technological revolutions, but the pace of AI development feels different, and the scale could be much larger. This raises urgent questions about the future of work. How do we retrain and reskill our workforce? What new jobs will be created, and will there be enough of them? It's a societal challenge we need to start tackling right now, not when the problem is already at our doorstep. Beyond jobs, there are profound ethical concerns. Who is responsible when an AI makes a mistake? If a self-driving car has an accident, is it the owner's fault, the manufacturer's, or the programmer's? These are complex questions of accountability that our legal systems are still struggling to answer. Then there's the issue of bias. AI systems learn from the data we feed them. If that data reflects existing societal biases related to race, gender, or anything else, the AI will learn and amplify those biases. This could lead to discriminatory outcomes in areas like hiring, loan applications, and even criminal justice. An AI is only as fair as the data it's trained on, which means we have a huge responsibility to ensure that data is as unbiased and representative as possible. This brings us to the core of what makes AI tick: data. AI is incredibly data hungry. To train a powerful model, you need vast amounts of information. This has turned data into one of the world's most valuable resources, but it also creates significant challenges for governance. Where does all this data come from? How is it collected, stored, and used? The rise of AI forces us to confront difficult questions about privacy. Every time we interact with a smart device, use a search engine, or post on social media, we are generating data that could be used to train AI. This creates a power imbalance, where a few large tech companies control massive datasets and the powerful AI models built on them. Establishing clear rules for data governance and accountability is absolutely essential to ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly, and that our personal information is protected. So where does this leave us? Is AI good or bad? The truth is, it's neither. AI is a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends entirely on how we choose to use it. The key is balance. We need to embrace the incredible benefits AI offers, the advancements in medicine, the boosts in productivity, the new scientific discoveries, while actively working to mitigate the risks. This isn't a job for just a handful of tech experts. It's a conversation that everyone needs to be a part of. We need policymakers to create smart regulations, companies to prioritize ethical development, and educators to prepare the next generation for an AI-driven world. Responsible implementation means we can't just chase progress for progress's sake. We have to constantly ask ourselves, is this technology serving humanity? Is it making our world more fair, more just, and more prosperous for everyone? The world of AI is not standing still. It's evolving at an exponential rate, with new breakthroughs announced almost every week. What seems like science fiction today could be a reality tomorrow. That's why one of the most important things we can all do is commit to continuous learning. You don't need to become a programmer or a data scientist, but having a basic understanding of what AI is, how it works, and what its implications are is becoming a vital form of digital literacy. By staying informed, we can participate in the public discourse, make better decisions as consumers and citizens, and help shape the future of this technology. We can demand transparency, advocate for fairness, and ensure that the development of AI aligns with our shared human values. The future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we build together. By making informed and ethical choices, we can ensure that we harness the bright side of AI while keeping its shadows in check. Thank you so much for joining me today for this important discussion. I hope it's given you some food for thought. What are your biggest hopes or fears about AI? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to read your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content just like this. Until next time, stay curious. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's reshaping our world as we speak: artificial intelligence. You hear about it everywhere, from blockbuster movies to your smartphone's new features. But what really is AI, and should we be excited or worried? Let's break it down together, looking at both the incredible bright side and the potential shadows of this powerful technology. First off, let's talk about the good stuff, because there's a lot of it. At its core, AI is about creating smart systems that can learn, reason, and solve problems, much like a human can, but often on a much larger scale. Think about healthcare. AI is already revolutionizing how doctors diagnose diseases. Machine learning algorithms can analyze medical images like X-rays or MRIs with incredible speed and accuracy, spotting signs of cancer or other conditions that even a trained human eye might miss. This isn't about replacing doctors. It's about giving them superpowered tools to save more lives. It can also personalize treatment plans, analyzing a patient's genetic makeup and lifestyle to suggest the most effective therapies. That's a future where healthcare is more precise, more efficient, and more accessible for everyone. And it's not just healthcare. Look at the world of finance. AI algorithms are the unseen heroes working 24/7 to protect your bank accounts. They analyze thousands of transactions per second to detect fraudulent activity, flagging suspicious purchases before you even realize your card information has been compromised. They also power the robo-advisors that help people invest their savings wisely, making wealth management accessible to those who might not have been able to afford a traditional financial advisor. This is making our financial lives safer and more prosperous. Now let's bring it closer to our daily work lives. One of the biggest wins for AI is its ability to automate repetitive, mundane tasks. You know, the kind of work that drains your energy and creativity. Imagine you're an accountant at the end of the quarter. Instead of manually sorting through endless spreadsheets and receipts, an AI system can do it in minutes, error-free. This frees up human professionals to focus on what they do best: strategic thinking, complex problem-solving, and building client relationships. It's not about taking jobs, but transforming them. This boost in productivity is happening across every industry, from manufacturing, where AI-powered robots handle assembly lines with precision, to customer service, where chatbots can answer common questions instantly, letting human agents handle more complex issues. When we let machines handle the machine work, we unlock a massive amount of human potential. But as with any powerful tool, AI has a darker side we need to address. This brings us to the shadows of technology. The most immediate and talked about concern is job displacement. It's a legitimate fear. As AI gets better at performing tasks that were once exclusively human, certain jobs, especially those based on routine physical or cognitive labor, will inevitably decline. We've seen this pattern throughout history with technological revolutions, from the loom to the assembly line. The key question isn't whether some jobs will disappear, but how we, as a society, will adapt. This means focusing on education, reskilling, and upskilling our workforce to prepare for the new jobs that AI will create, jobs that require creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence, skills that are, for now, uniquely human. We need to build a safety net to support those in transition, ensuring that the benefits of AI are shared broadly and don't just widen the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Beyond jobs, there are deep ethical dilemmas. Who is responsible when an AI makes a mistake? If a self-driving car causes an accident, is it the owner's fault, the manufacturer's, or the programmer who wrote the code? These questions don't have easy answers. We're entering a new territory where accountability becomes blurry. Furthermore, there's the issue of bias. AI systems learn from the data we feed them. If that data reflects existing societal biases, whether racial, gender, or economic, the AI will learn and even amplify those biases. We've seen this happen with AI-powered hiring tools that discriminate against female candidates or facial recognition systems that are less accurate for people of color. If we're not incredibly careful and deliberate in designing and training these systems, we risk building our prejudices into the automated infrastructure of the future, creating a world that is less fair, not more. This leads us to another critical point: the sheer amount of data AI requires. To train a powerful AI model, you need massive data sets. Where does this data come from? It comes from us. Our online searches, our social media posts, our shopping habits, our location data, it's all fuel for the AI engine. This raises huge questions about privacy and governance. Who owns your data? How is it being used? Are companies and governments being transparent about what they're collecting and why? Without strong regulations and a clear framework for data governance, we risk sleepwalking into a surveillance society where our every move is tracked and analyzed. The power that comes with controlling this data is immense, and we need a public conversation about how to wield it responsibly. It's a delicate balance between leveraging data for innovation and protecting individual privacy and freedom. So where does this leave us? Is AI a utopian dream or a dystopian nightmare? The truth, as it often is, lies somewhere in the middle. AI is a tool. Like a hammer, it can be used to build a beautiful house or to tear it down. The outcome depends entirely on the hands that wield it. The key is balance. We need to enthusiastically pursue the incredible benefits, the medical breakthroughs, the economic efficiencies, the creative possibilities, while being vigilant and proactive about managing the risks. This isn't a job for just a handful of tech developers in Silicon Valley. It's a conversation for all of us: policymakers, ethicists, educators, business leaders, and everyday citizens. The most important thing you can do is to stay informed. Don't let the headlines scare you, but don't ignore the warnings either. Make an effort to understand how AI is impacting your own life and your community. Ask questions. Demand transparency and accountability from the companies and institutions using this technology. The future of AI isn't something that's just happening to us. It's something we are all actively building every single day with the choices we make. By staying curious and engaged, we can help steer this incredible technology toward a future that is not only smarter, but also more equitable, just, and humane. Thanks so much for watching and for thinking about these important issues with me today. What are your biggest hopes or fears about AI? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our world. See you in the next one. We're diving deep into a topic that's on everyone's mind: artificial intelligence. Is it the key to a utopian future, or a Pandora's box we shouldn't open? Let's break down the real pros and cons of AI so you can decide for yourself what this technological revolution really means for us. Stick around because we're going to cover everything you need to know before fully embracing the AI-powered future. First, let's talk about the incredible upsides. The biggest game changer is the massive boost in productivity and efficiency. Think about it. In manufacturing, AI-powered robots are assembling products with precision and speed that humans simply can't match. This doesn't just mean faster production. It means higher quality and fewer errors. In the world of medicine, AI algorithms can analyze medical images like X-rays and MRIs, spotting signs of disease earlier and more accurately than even a trained radiologist. This can literally be the difference between life and death. And it's not just about big industries. For small business owners and creators like me, AI tools are a lifesaver. They help with everything from writing emails and creating marketing copy to analyzing customer data and even generating art. Tasks that used to take hours can now be done in minutes, freeing us up to focus on the big picture, the creative, strategic thinking that really drives growth. This democratization of powerful tools is leveling the playing field and empowering individuals and small teams to compete with large corporations. It's a revolution in how we work, making us more effective and innovative than ever before. Another huge advantage is AI's ability to operate 24/7 without a break. Human-run businesses have natural limits. We need to sleep, we take vacations, we get sick. But an AI system? It can run continuously, day and night, 365 days a year. This is a massive deal for business continuity. Imagine a customer service chatbot that's available to help customers with their problems at 3 in the morning. Or an automated security system that monitors for threats around the clock. This constant operational capability means businesses can serve a global customer base more effectively and respond to issues instantly, no matter what time it is. This enhances customer satisfaction and ensures that critical systems are always up and running, which is especially important in sectors like finance and logistics, where downtime can be incredibly costly. So with all these amazing benefits, what's the catch? Well, let's switch gears and look at the cons, because they are significant. The first major hurdle is the cost. Implementing a sophisticated AI system isn't cheap. The initial investment for software, hardware, and specialized talent to set it all up can be astronomical. We're talking about high-powered servers, expensive software licenses, and salaries for data scientists and AI engineers, which are among the highest in the tech industry. For a small or medium-sized business, these costs can be a major barrier, creating a digital divide between companies that can afford to invest in AI and those that can't, and the spending doesn't stop after the initial setup. AI systems require constant maintenance, updates, and training. The models need to be fed with new data to stay relevant. The software needs patching, and the hardware eventually needs to be upgraded. This ongoing financial commitment can put a serious strain on budgets. It's not a one-time purchase. It's a long-term investment that requires careful financial planning. If a company isn't prepared for these recurring costs, their shiny new AI system can quickly become outdated and ineffective, turning a potential asset into a financial liability. Now for the elephant in the room: job displacement. This is probably the most talked about and feared consequence of AI. As AI systems become more capable, they can automate tasks that were once performed by humans. We're already seeing this in areas like data entry, customer support, and even certain types of analysis. The worry is that as AI gets smarter, it will start to take over more complex, white-collar jobs, leading to widespread unemployment. It's a legitimate concern. The history of technological revolutions shows that they always disrupt the labor market, and the AI revolution is likely to be the most disruptive one yet. While some argue that AI will create new jobs like AI ethicists, data trainers, and system maintenance specialists, there is no guarantee that these new jobs will be created at the same pace that old ones are lost. There's also the question of whether the workforce can be retrained quickly enough to fill these new roles. This could lead to a period of significant economic and social turmoil as society adjusts. It forces us to ask some really tough questions about the future of work and what a society looks like when a large portion of traditional jobs are automated away. The challenge isn't just about technology. It's about managing a massive social transition. Next up is a concern that affects every single one of us: data privacy. AI systems, especially machine learning models, are incredibly hungry for data. To learn and make accurate predictions, they need to be trained on massive data sets. And where does this data come from? It comes from us. Our online searches, our social media posts, our purchase history, even our location data. Every time we interact with a digital service, we're likely feeding an AI algorithm somewhere. This raises huge privacy red flags. How is our data being collected, stored, and used? Is it secure from hackers? Is it being sold to third parties without our consent? We've already seen numerous scandals where personal data has been misused or breached. With AI becoming more integrated into our lives, from smart home devices that are always listening to personalized advertising that seems to know what we're rethinking, the potential for privacy violations is enormous. Establishing strong regulations and ethical guidelines for data usage is absolutely critical. We need transparency from companies about what they're doing with our information, and we need control over our own personal data. Without rigorous safeguards, the convenience of AI could come at the cost of our fundamental right to privacy. Finally, there's the relentless pace of change. AI technology isn't standing still. It's evolving at an exponential rate. A state-of-the-art model today could be obsolete in 6 months. This creates a constant pressure to adapt. For businesses, this means continuously investing in new technology and retraining their workforce just to keep up. For individuals, it means a commitment to lifelong learning. The skills that are valuable today might not be valuable tomorrow. This requires a fundamental shift in our approach to education and career development. We can no longer expect to learn a trade and practice it for 40 years. We have to become adaptable, flexible learners, constantly updating our skills to stay relevant in an AI-driven world. This constant need for adaptation can be stressful and demanding. It creates a sense of instability and uncertainty. How do you plan for a future when you don't know what skills will be needed? How do businesses make long-term strategic decisions when the technological landscape is changing so rapidly? Navigating this requires a new level of agility and foresight from all of us. The future belongs to those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn at a rapid pace. So where does that leave us? AI is undeniably a double-edged sword. It offers incredible potential to solve some of humanity's biggest challenges, boost our productivity, and make our lives easier. But it also presents serious risks related to cost, jobs, privacy, and the sheer speed of change. Embracing the future doesn't mean blindly accepting AI without question. It means being informed. It means asking the tough questions and demanding that this powerful technology is developed and deployed responsibly, ethically, and for the benefit of all of humanity, not just a select few. The conversation about AI isn't just for tech experts, it's for everyone. Because the future it creates is a future we will all share. What are your biggest hopes or fears about AI? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our world. See you in the next one. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's on everyone's mind: artificial intelligence. Is it the key to a utopian future or a Pandora's box we shouldn't open? The truth, as always, lies somewhere in the middle. So let's explore the pros and cons of AI, giving you everything you need to know before we all embrace this rapidly approaching future. First, let's talk about the incredible upsides. One of the biggest advantages of AI is the massive boost it gives to productivity and efficiency. Think about manufacturing, where AI-powered robots can assemble products with a level of precision and speed that humans simply can't match. This isn't just about building cars faster. In healthcare, AI algorithms can analyze medical images like X-rays and MRIs, spotting signs of disease earlier and more accurately than even a trained radiologist. This frees up doctors to spend more time with patients, focusing on treatment and care. In agriculture, AI can monitor crop health, predict yields, and optimize watering schedules, leading to more food with fewer resources. It's about working smarter, not just harder, across every single industry you can imagine. Another huge pro is AI's ability to operate 24/7. Businesses are no longer limited by the traditional 9-to-5 workday. AI-driven customer service chatbots can answer queries and solve problems at 3 in the morning. Automated financial systems can trade on global markets around the clock, capitalizing on opportunities no matter the time zone. This constant operational capability enhances what we call business continuity. It means that even during holidays, weekends, or unforeseen disruptions, essential services can keep running smoothly. For global companies, this is a game changer, ensuring a seamless experience for customers and partners worldwide. It creates a more resilient and responsive global economy, which ultimately benefits all of us. But of course, it's not all sunshine and roses. We have to talk about the cons, and a major one is the cost. Implementing AI isn't cheap. The initial investment in sophisticated hardware, specialized software, and the talent needed to build and integrate these systems can be staggering. We're talking about millions of dollars for large-scale projects. And it doesn't stop there. AI systems require constant maintenance, updates, and monitoring to ensure they're running correctly and securely. These ongoing operational costs can put a significant strain on budgets, especially for small and medium-sized businesses. This financial barrier can create a digital divide, where larger corporations with deep pockets can leverage AI to pull even further ahead, while smaller players struggle to keep up. This leads us directly to another significant concern: job displacement. It's the question on everyone's mind. If AI can do a job faster, cheaper, and more accurately, what happens to the person who used to do that job? We've seen this pattern throughout history with technological revolutions from the loom to the assembly line. Automation through AI is poised to impact a wide range of roles, from data entry clerks and truck drivers to even some white-collar jobs in fields like accounting and paralegal work. While many argue that AI will also create new jobs like AI ethicists, data scientists, and robot maintenance technicians, there's a real and valid fear about the transition. How do we retrain and reskill a workforce for a future where human-AI collaboration is the norm? It's a massive societal challenge that we need to start addressing right now, not later. Then there's the critical issue of data privacy. AI systems are hungry for data. That's how they learn and improve. They need vast amounts of information to recognize patterns and make predictions. But where does this data come from? It comes from us. Our online searches, our social media activity, our purchase history, even our location data. This creates a huge potential for misuse. If this data isn't handled with extreme care, it can be leaked, hacked, or used for purposes we never agreed to, like manipulative advertising or even social scoring. Establishing robust data privacy regulations and security protocols isn't just a good idea. It's an absolute necessity. We need to have a serious conversation about who owns our data and how it can be used, ensuring that our privacy is protected as we become more integrated with these intelligent systems. Finally, we need to acknowledge the constant need for adaptation. AI technology isn't static. It's evolving at an exponential rate. A state-of-the-art system today could be obsolete in just a few years. This means individuals and organizations must commit to continuous learning and adaptation. Workers will need to constantly update their skills to remain relevant. Businesses will need to be agile, ready to pivot their strategies and reinvest in new technologies to stay competitive. This relentless pace of change can be stressful and demanding. It requires a fundamental shift in our mindset, from viewing education as something that ends with a degree to embracing lifelong learning as a core part of our professional lives. The future belongs to those who can adapt, and in the age of AI, the ability to learn will be the most valuable skill of all. So, where does that leave us? I presents a classic double-edged sword. It offers unparalleled opportunities for progress, efficiency, and solving some of the world's most complex problems. But it also comes with significant challenges related to cost, employment, privacy, and the sheer pace of change. The key isn't to blindly embrace AI or to fearfully reject it. The key is to approach it with our eyes wide open. We need to have informed, inclusive conversations about how we want to shape this technology. We need to invest in education, establish strong ethical guidelines, and create policies that ensure the benefits of AI are shared broadly, rather than being concentrated in the hands of a few. The future of AI is not something that just happens to us. It's something we build together. It's our collective responsibility to steer it in a direction that uplifts humanity. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of AI. It's a complex topic with no easy answers, but hopefully this gives you a clearer picture of the landscape. What are your biggest hopes or fears about AI? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content that explores the technologies shaping our world. See you in the next one. Is it our greatest invention, or are we opening a Pandora's box we can't control? Let's explore together. First, let's talk about the good stuff because there's a lot of it. The biggest and most immediate benefit of AI is a massive boost in efficiency. Think about manufacturing, logistics, or even customer service. Repetitive, time-consuming tasks that used to take humans hours or even days can now be done by AI in minutes. This isn't about replacing people entirely, but about freeing us up to focus on what we do best: creativity, strategic thinking, and complex problem solving. For example, in a factory, AI-powered robots can handle the heavy lifting and assembly line work 24/7 without getting tired, which increases output and reduces errors. This means businesses can be more productive, innovative, and competitive on a global scale. The ripple effect is huge, potentially leading to better products, lower prices, and a stronger economy for everyone. Beyond just making things faster, AI is revolutionizing our ability to make smart decisions. This is a game changer, especially in critical fields like healthcare. Imagine a doctor having an AI assistant that can analyze millions of medical records, research papers, and patient scans in seconds. This AI could identify patterns and risk factors that even the most experienced doctor might miss, leading to earlier and more accurate diagnoses for diseases like cancer. It's not about an AI replacing the doctor's judgment, but augmenting it, providing them with superhuman analytical power. The same principle applies to finance, where AI algorithms can predict market trends with incredible accuracy, helping to prevent financial crises. In agriculture, AI can analyze soil data and weather patterns to tell farmers the perfect time to plant and harvest, maximizing crop yields and helping to feed a growing global population. It's about using data to make smarter, more informed choices that benefit all of us. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: jobs. This is probably the number one concern people have when they hear about AI, and it's a valid one. As AI gets more advanced, it's inevitable that some jobs, particularly those involving routine and predictable tasks, will be automated. We're already seeing this in areas like data entry, assembly line work, and some forms of customer support. The fear is that this could lead to widespread unemployment, creating a society with a huge gap between those who can work with AI and those who are left behind. History has shown that technological revolutions always displace jobs, but they also create new ones. The challenge this time is the sheer speed and scale of the change. Will we be able to retrain and adapt our workforce quickly enough to fill the new roles that will emerge, jobs like AI ethics officers, data scientists, and robot maintenance technicians? This transition will require a massive investment in education and a fundamental rethinking of what it means to have a career. It's a societal challenge we need to start preparing for right now. Next up is a concern that hits very close to home for all of us: privacy. To work its magic, AI needs data. A lot of data. It needs to know our habits, our preferences, our location, our health information, basically everything about us. Every time you use a smart assistant, get a personalized recommendation on a streaming service, or even use a map app, you're feeding data into an AI system. While this can provide amazing convenience, it also creates a massive privacy risk. Who owns this data? How is it being used? And most importantly, how is it being protected? There is a growing fear that large corporations and governments could use this vast collection of personal data to monitor and influence us in ways we don't even understand. We're trading our privacy for convenience, but have we really considered the long-term cost? The potential for misuse is enormous, and without strong regulations and transparent practices, we could be sleepwalking into a surveillance society where our every move is tracked and analyzed. Hand in hand with privacy risks comes the looming threat of security. As AI becomes more powerful, so do the tools available to those with malicious intent. We're talking about a new generation of cyber attacks that are smarter, more sophisticated, and harder to detect than anything we've ever seen before. Imagine an AI-powered malware that can adapt and learn, finding new vulnerabilities in a system on its own. Or deepfake technology becoming so convincing that it can be used to create fake videos of world leaders to manipulate public opinion or spark international conflicts. Autonomous weapons systems, or killer robots that can make life or death decisions without human intervention, are no longer just science fiction. They are a real and terrifying possibility. The arms race of the 21st century might not be nuclear but digital. Securing our digital world against these advanced threats is one of the most critical challenges of our time. If we fail, the consequences could be catastrophic. So where do we go from here? It's clear that AI is a double-edged sword. It holds the potential to solve some of humanity's biggest problems, from disease to climate change, but it also carries risks that could destabilize our society. This is why the conversation about ethical guidelines and regulations is so incredibly important. We can't just let technology develop in a vacuum and hope for the best. We need to have a global discussion involving engineers, policymakers, ethicists, and the public to create a framework for responsible AI development. This means establishing clear rules about data privacy and ownership. It means putting safeguards in place to prevent bias in AI algorithms, which can perpetuate and even amplify existing social inequalities. It means defining what decisions should never be delegated to a machine and ensuring there's always meaningful human control. We need to be proactive, not reactive. We need to build the guardrails as we build the technology, not after disaster strikes. Ultimately, the future of AI isn't predetermined. It's not about being for or against it. AI is a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends entirely on how we choose to use it. The question isn't whether AI will change the world, it already is. The question is, what kind of world do we want to build with it? Are we going to use it to create a more efficient, equitable, and prosperous future for everyone? Or will we allow it to deepen divisions, erode our privacy, and create new dangers we can't control? The leap is coming, whether we're ready or not. The choices we make today will shape the world for generations to come. We need to be informed, we need to be engaged, and we need to demand that this powerful technology is developed with humanity's best interests at heart. What do you think? Are you excited about the possibilities of AI, or are you more concerned about the risks? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear your perspective on this. Thanks for watching, and if you found this discussion thought-provoking, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the technologies shaping our future. See you in the next one. Have you ever stopped to think about how much artificial intelligence is already a part of your life? From the movie recommendations you get to the smart assistant on your phone, AI is everywhere. But as it gets smarter and more powerful, it begs the question, are we truly ready for what comes next? Let us dive into the pros and cons of AI and explore if humanity is prepared for the next big leap. First, let's talk about the incredible benefits. One of the biggest pros of AI is its ability to supercharge efficiency. Think about manufacturing, where AI-powered robots work around the clock with precision we humans just can't match. This automation isn't just about building cars faster. It's streamlining logistics, managing supply chains, and optimizing energy consumption. In our daily lives, AI helps us navigate through traffic, organizes our schedules, and even filters out spam emails. This frees up our time and mental energy for more creative and complex tasks. Essentially, AI is becoming the ultimate productivity tool, allowing industries and individuals to achieve more with less. Beyond just making things faster, AI is revolutionizing decision-making. This is especially life-changing in fields like healthcare. Imagine AI algorithms that can analyze medical images like X-rays or MRIs and spot signs of disease earlier and more accurately than the human eye. Doctors are already using AI to predict patient risks, personalize treatment plans, and accelerate the discovery of new drugs. In finance, AI helps detect fraudulent transactions in real time, protecting our money. It analyzes market trends to provide better investment advice. This data-driven insight helps us make smarter, more informed choices, reducing human error and leading to better outcomes across the board. The potential here is truly staggering, promising a future with better health and greater financial security. But with great power comes great responsibility, and we can't ignore the significant downsides. The most talked about concern is job displacement. As AI becomes more capable, many jobs that involve repetitive or predictable tasks are at risk of being automated. We're not just talking about factory workers anymore. AI is now writing code, creating art, and providing customer service. While some argue that AI will create new jobs, just as the Industrial Revolution did, there's a real fear of a transitional period where millions could be left behind. This raises tough questions about our economic systems. How do we retrain entire workforces? What is the role of human labor in a world where machines can do so much? The social and economic impact could be massive if we don't plan for this shift carefully. Another major red flag is privacy. AI systems thrive on our data. Every time you search online, use a social media app, or talk to a smart speaker, you're feeding information into a massive AI ecosystem. This data collection allows for incredible personalization, but it also creates a huge privacy risk. Who has access to this data? How is it being used? We've already seen instances of data breaches and misuse, where personal information is sold or used to manipulate public opinion. As facial recognition and other surveillance technologies become more widespread, the potential for a society with no real privacy is a chilling thought. We are trading convenience for personal information, and it's crucial to ask if we're giving away too much. Hand in hand with privacy concerns are the growing security threats. The same AI that can do so much good can also be weaponized. Imagine AI-driven cyber attacks that are more sophisticated than anything we've ever seen. These systems could learn and adapt on their own, finding vulnerabilities in our critical infrastructure, like power grids or financial systems, and causing widespread chaos. Autonomous weapons, or killer robots, are no longer just science fiction. They are a real possibility being debated at the highest levels. The risk of an AI arms race between nations could lead to a new kind of warfare that is faster and more destructive than anything in human history. Securing our digital world against these advanced threats is one of the most urgent challenges of our time. So where do we go from here? It's clear that simply letting AI develop without any oversight is not an option. This brings us to the critical need for ethical guidelines and robust regulations. We need to have a global conversation about what we want AI to be and what its limits should be. This involves creating rules around data privacy, ensuring that AI algorithms are transparent and fair, and preventing bias from being built into these systems. For example, if an AI used for hiring is trained on biased data, it might unfairly discriminate against certain groups of people. Establishing clear lines of accountability is also key. If an autonomous car causes an accident, who is responsible? The owner, the manufacturer, the programmer. These are complex ethical dilemmas that philosophers, lawmakers, and scientists must work together to solve. Ultimately, the question isn't whether AI is good or bad. It's a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends entirely on how we choose to use it. The benefits are undeniable, from curing diseases to solving some of the world's most complex problems. But the risks are just as real: mass unemployment, a surveillance society, and new forms of warfare. Are we ready for the next leap? The honest answer is, not yet. We are standing at a crossroads. To be ready, we need to be proactive. We need to invest in education and retraining programs, establish strong legal and ethical frameworks, and foster public debate to ensure that the development of AI aligns with our shared human values. The future of AI is not something that just happens to us. It's something we must actively shape. The choices we make today will determine whether AI leads to a brighter future for all of humanity or a dystopian one we've only read about in books. The journey with AI is just beginning, and it's up to all of us to steer it in the right direction. It's a conversation that involves everyone, not just the tech experts. Thank you so much for watching. What are your biggest hopes or fears about AI? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology shaping our world. See you in the next one.